Hi, this is Gene Harper coming to you from Hong Kong. This goes out to John's amazing wife, Val, his family and loved ones from around the world. Just like to say, man, the world lost a legend last week. John's had a profound impact in Asia on the tennis world, on the sporting goods world, and on the health and fitness industry. I mean, I learned of John Holsinger over 30 years ago when I was joined Peter Burwash International, the tennis management company. John was already out in Asia in the 80s, working with the International Tennis Federation, certifying umpires and officials and training people to run tennis events, umpire tennis events, and grow the game of tennis out in this part of the world. John did some cool things in Hong Kong with tennis as well. He was running the tennis program at the Hong Kong Country Club, and then he also set up one of the first to ever set up a tennis management company in Hong Kong, going out and getting contracts at the prestigious clubs, and then giving coaches from around the world an opportunity to come to Hong Kong, coach tennis, earn quite a bit of money, and further their careers. John then, when I met him, was when he moved into Prince, over to Prince Tennis Rackets and Shoes, and I was at K-Swiss, Asia Pacific, and we would meet at the Super Show in Atlanta, and he was just an amazing guy. I mean, his advice on distributor management, brand stewardship, how to go to market out here in Asia, and how to pioneer American brands, sporting goods brands out in this region was just invaluable advice. John then, when Brunswick bought Life Fitness in late '96, they hired John to set up their subsidiary, Life Fitness Asia Pacific. And man, did he do an amazing job. Starting in '97, he kind of built a distributor network, put teams in place, put the fundamentals in place to make Life Fitness the most successful fitness equipment brand, Life Fitness Asia Pacific, the most successful business unit in Life Fitness and of any fitness equipment brand globally. John hired me in 2002 into the Hong Kong business, into the Hong Kong office, and wow, what an experience. I got to work with John for 4 years here in Hong Kong. I would say study under John. He was the professor. If there was a school, a class at Harvard Business School in distributor management, brand stewardship, key account management, how to set up a regional business, how to manage a regional business, John would be the professor. And I tell you, working with him side by side, learning from him over that 4-year period was incredible. And I give him full credit for, just putting me on a great career path and helping me to become successful. And I tell you, he's probably had the most influence on me and my life outside of my mom and dad. John then went on to IHRSA in a job that we just, incredible. He, again, pioneering that role for IHRSA, and the influence John had with club owners from all over Asia, China, Japan, Southeast Asia, Australia, it's just incredible. And it's just always amazing to go with John and sit in a meeting and listen and watch these club owners just learn from John and listen to him and collaborate with him and just help grow the industry in Asia over the years. And really, I think from 2006, John was instrumental in helping all of us in this fitness industry in Asia to take it next level. And just an amazing impact on all of our lives and what we all do and what we love. And look, man, it's been just a horrible week, just emotional wreck trying to get through this, and was just so excited to looking forward to see John down in Sydney at the show coming up in June. It's been a 2-year, no travel time, and it's something I always was just really super excited about, and and unfortunate. So, but yeah, look, just what an amazing individual, and the impact he's had on all of us and the world of sports, fitness, health in Asia Pacific is just amazing. And I feel extremely lucky to have been be a friend, to have worked with him, and just, be a part of John's amazing run. I mean, what a guy, is all I can say. I mean, the guy's a legend. And if there's a Hall of Fame in Asia for the sports world, John would be the top member. I mean, so, John, we miss you, buddy. We love you, and we know you're looking down on us and taking care of us.
Hi, Val, Holsinger family, and all the relatives of the great man, John Holsinger. It's with a heavy heart that we all share our thoughts with you today on this video. But I think everybody that's spoken before me has used every superlative possible to describe the ultimate gentleman in the fitness industry. That's what John was, a real gentle man. His legacy that he'll leave in our industry will long live many of us. It'll last way longer than many of us will probably on this earth. That is the impact that he had on the industry. But as a result of that legacy, Val, you now have friends, family, and people that love and care for you across the globe. You are part of our family, and we care for you as much as we care for John. Rest in peace, John.
So what can you say about John? So many things. I've had the privilege and the pleasure of knowing John for about 25 years, back before he was with IHRSA and when he was with Life Fitness, but certainly during his time with IHRSA, got to know John and his wife Val, very well. My wife Sue and I spent quite a few good times with them, particularly in Bali at their house in Nusa Dua and at our resort in Commune. But primarily, John, his dedication and his enthusiasm and his drive to try and grow the industry, particularly in Asia. I think my last conference with John was the live conference in China, Guangzhou, right before COVID hit. That was at December 19. And, my memories of John are that he's been a great friend, a great connector, a truly passionate person who just wanted to see people grow in the industry and was just a wonderful man, a selfless person, a gentleman, a dignified and wonderful man. And John, all your friends who remember you, and thankfully you have many, many friends who admire what you've done, and you will not be forgotten, John. You've been a wonderful friend to so many of the people in our industry.
Hi to Val and the Holsinger family. My name is Simon Flint. I've been in the industry here in Southeast Asia for nearly 30 years, and I knew John very early on in my career, a man of stature and great poise and professionalism and respect, whom I came to grow very fond of over the years. John was very helpful to me, and as many have said, his standard line would be, "How can I help?" That defined John. I don't know you, but I kind of feel that I can guess the kind of people you are because of John. And I hope after this tragic situation that you can find strength in the happy memories, the many happy memories that you must have of John, and in the messages that we can send to let you know. I know that you already know this, but just to let you know what an impact John had on so many other people, including myself, for which I'll be eternally grateful. I was tremendously saddened at the news, as I know the whole community is, but we will go on remembering John for the great work that he did and for the good person that he was. I hope you can draw some comfort in the messages you'll receive. Please know that time is a healer, and as time passes, I hope you can latch on to the great memories that you have. Sending you sincere condolences and very best wishes.
Hi, Amanda Brax from Sydney, Australia, with a little tribute to John. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything you have done for me. You have taught me so much about the fitness industry. You are literally the glue between all the countries in Asia and around the world, brings the fitness industry together. You've given me such opportunities to travel to India, China, the US and many other countries, and I've traveled with you and had the best time. You've taught me what to eat, what not to eat, how to eat, how to speak, and all about the different cultures. And you've taught me so much about fitness industry in different countries and the different villages and so much information. You're so intelligent and you're such a gentleman, always got time for someone if they want to pick your brain or find out a little bit about more about the fitness industry. And I just love you so much, and I thank you for everything that you have done for me personally and professionally, and I'll be indebted to you forever.
Hey Val, Colin here. My heart goes out to you and everybody there. I'm still in shock. Been thinking a lot about John, obviously. I got a message from John it was in early February. Typical John, out of the blue, sends a message. Hey Colin, hope you're great. Hope you're doing well. Stay strong, be positive, do what you can. I mean, just typical John, always thinking of others. I first got to know John 40 years ago, over 40 years ago, when he was the tennis coach. He was one of the first tennis coaches I ever had. He was tough, but he was always fair. And he was a great guy then, when I knew him when I was 11. And then I got to know him, obviously, because of fitness. And he was a rock star within the global fitness community. And he leaves a big void. And he's missed by a lot of people. And so, but he's left an amazing legacy, something you should be very proud of. One of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. And God bless. I hope you're well. Take care, Val.
Hi, my name is John Young and I work for Matrix. I, first of all, would like to share my sincere condolences to the family of John and especially to Val in this extremely difficult period of time. It's a very sad and very difficult situation, and we all feel a loss for his passing, which I'm sure must be very difficult for you. I first worked with John, as you may not know, back in 1984. John was a tennis pro at the Aberdeen Marina Club in Hong Kong, and I was looking after the club fitness center at the time. And we would often catch up after a long day of either playing tennis, teaching tennis, or working in the gym, and have a few laughs about the club and how it was progressing. And of course, since then, John and I have shared a really special relationship, going through as competitors and then as colleagues in the industry. I will really miss John. He was a gentleman and a true gentleman. And as I said, please accept my condolences in this very sad passing of your husband, and I wish you all the well. Take care.
John was unrelenting in the way that he would badger me to have True Group sign up for an IHRSA membership, but never in a way that irritated me. He had this arming way of being able to extract from me loads of financials about how we were doing, but I always had the confidence that all that information would be confidential, and John would keep it that way. When Ross Campbell and I wanted to set up an industry alliance for Singapore during COVID in the year 2020, we told John about it, and he was, extremely excited. He's all for collaboration in the industry. And from that point in time, John and I had very, very regular conversations. John would send me a whole bunch of constitutions from other industry bodies from around the world, wanting to make sure that we would align ourselves and be part of a much larger community. Even after we set up the Singapore Fitness Alliance, John would continue to engage with me and ask how he could get the other industry bodies started from around Southeast Asia and wider Asia. Top guy, John will be missed, never forgotten.
I only knew John for a short time, a few years only, and just recently started working closely with him on the GHFA, and it's always been such a pleasure to have him as a mentor. When I first met him, he was so open to just giving of information and helping me out and growing in the industry. And I've treasured the time that we spent together, and I was really looking forward to spending more time with him going forward. He's got such a huge experience in the industry and still had a lot to give. So I hope that I can keep pushing where he wanted me to, and I'll just always remember and treasure the memories that I have with him. My sincere condolences to his family. It's a huge loss, and we feel for you.
I knew John for 20 years of my life. What to say? Absolute integrity, warmth, intelligent, just really nice guy. From his time at Life Fitness, IHRSA, that man was really quite special. Love you, John. R.I.P.
Like many, I was shocked and saddened on receiving the news of John's recent passing. Always the consummate professional, John always had a smile, wise words, and a firm handshake to anyone who came across his way. I was fortunate enough to spend time with John in my years at Australian Fitness Network, at the Filex event, and then subsequently with Les Mills, and all I can say is he will be deeply, deeply missed. To Val and the wider family, sending my deepest condolences and hoping that you're able to find some comfort in this terrible time. All the best.
Well, hello to Val and all of John's broader family back in the United States. My name's Emmett Williams. I'm in Australia at the moment, and I just wanted to dial in and share my condolences with you. I had the good fortune of meeting John 15, maybe even 20 years ago when I first entered the industry. John was, I remember him having this persona of, such a statesman. And I learned why in the years after. And more recently, I've been working with John in a working group, particularly the last 12 months. He's such a good listener. He's very considered in what he says, which makes people listen. And he always sprinkled conversations with humour, whether that was some good wit or a cheeky comment. He would sprinkle it through the conversation, and a number of times I'd find myself catching it 3, 4, 5 seconds later and saying, I'm up with the joke now. But he was great to work with. I really enjoyed my time working with John. I'm much better for having known him, and the fitness industry worldwide is much better for having him as a leader. May he rest in peace.
I'm Lani Wang from China. I'm the chairman of the Shenzhen Cardiac Wellness Group. I'm so shocked when I heard the news from John. Recently, I always check my WeChat and I listen the John voice and watch the picture with John. I don't think John lived from us. I remember when we meet in IHRSA, San Francisco, 17 years ago. We know each other, and he gave me a lot of encouragement for our industry in China, and we talk a lot. Last few years, we meet together in Shenzhen. I invited John and his wife come to Shenzhen to visit. I don't believe he lived from us, and I contribute my energy to our industry in China. We all miss John.
I first met John about 15 years ago at a conference in New Zealand, and there were some things that always stood out when you caught up with John. First of all, he was always such a good listener. He always seemed so interested in what you were talking about, whether it was a big idea or a small idea. He always gave such a considered response and really put the effort into every conversation. And I think that came from his obvious, genuine passion for the industry. And it was never about him. It was always about solving the bigger issues that the industry faced. And and looking at how he could partner people up, and collectively solve these challenges to get more people more active all around the world. That was his internal mission, it seemed, and he's done so much in, really creating some big steps forwards for the industry, and he's certainly made his mark. He'll be sorely missed, and there's no doubt his legacy will live on forever.
Hey, Frank O'Rourke here, and just wanted to give a small tribute to John. Just finishing my workout here, which I feel is appropriate time to do this, better now than really any time. John is a legend in our industry. The impact that he made, starting his career early on, I know on the manufacturer side, and then transitioning over to IHRSA, helping the manufacturers and all the vendors that support IHRSA, and certainly all the conferences that he put on over the Asia Pacific region in the years to end up helping really thousands of club operators grow their businesses and ultimately their networks. John will be missed, and to his family, just know the impact that he made in our industry was significant.
I was so sorry to hear about John, and I really send all my condolences and best wishes to his family. He was an amazing guy, and I've known him for over 20 years, and the last time I saw him was a couple of years ago in Hong Kong. Always so happy, always wanting to engage and connect, and he is a huge loss to our society and our fitness and wellness society. So wishing you well, and rest in peace, John.
Hi, Ross Campbell and Blair Campbell from Fit Summit. John was immeasurably helpful in us setting up our business across Asia Pacific 4 or 5 years ago. He was always giving us advice, giving us contacts, giving us friendship, and his energy and his commitment both to our industry and to our business network will never be forgotten. Thank you, John.
Whenever I met John at events, he was a consummate professional and gentleman, very kind. When I spent time with him and Val in Bali, just sipping drinks, enjoying the garden, looking out, it was clear that he loved his family home and loved spending time there. I know that John will live on in his memory as dear to us all.